Hi everyone. I had a question today that I had to do a test to see if it worked. I had someone ask me that could they use their MacBook Air and do their measurements with it and have text and so I had to research it to find out. So here you'll see one of the measuring forms and I've just opened it up in my MacBook Air and it opens up as a PDF. And to do text, all you have to do is go up at the top and click on text. It automatically puts a text box that you just left click, hold, and drag into the box that you're measuring. And now with the keyboard, type in your number. When you're ready to do a new text box, you just have to go up to text and you're ready to do the text there also. So I thought that was really interesting that you can use your Mac with these forms, work order and measuring system. They just have to be a PDF. So let's minimize that, and now let's go to our iPad. And of course everybody knows that you can annotate in the iPad. Now let's today go ahead and show you how to import the templates. So I'm going to click on Options. Then I'm going to click on Template. And I'm going to click on Edit. And I'm going to click on the plus sign. Now, pay attention to where you're at. So I have clicked check-in forms, and I'll put them there, and I can always delete them later, and I'll show you how to do that. So these are the options in GoodNotes 4. You can bring them in from Dropbox, your iCloud Drive, your iTunes, your photos, your camera. Then I'm going to click on More, and let's see what that brings up. It really doesn't do anything. Let's see, hold on, More. Okay, your other options are Box, Google Drive, and OneDrive. So you have quite a few options on which ones to use. So I'm going to click on the plus again. And I'm going to bring in a form from Dropbox. So I'm going to click on Dropbox. And it's going to bring up my Dropbox. And I'm going to go to my files. And when you start doing this, go ahead and make it easy and just drop those files into your Dropbox on the first page. Then that way you're not having to search for those files, and you can just go and continue on that very quickly. Then once you have them downloaded, you can go ahead and file them away. But I've got mine filed away, so I'm going to click on Anna's Files, and I'm going to scroll down to Products, and then I'm going to go to my measuring forms, and we'll bring in some of the measuring forms. So I'm going to click on Measuring Forms, and I want my PDFs, and I want the single ones. You'll see that I'm offering several. I'm offering the originals, like Debbie had, except updated, where there's 2 on a page. And then I'm offering the singles, where there's only 1 on a page. So let's go ahead and click on our singles. Okay, now once you're here, you do not have to bring these in one at a time. You can bring them in all at one time. So I'm going to go down to the bottom right corner and click Select. And when you do that, you'll notice these little dots over on the left-hand side. You can click on which forms you want in first. Now remember, when you bring these in, they're always going to go to the bottom of the page. So if you already have some items in this area, they will come in just like that at the bottom of whatever is already there. So if you want them in a particular order, then you'll want to click the ones in the order you want. You notice here that they're in alphabetical order and number order. So it's like 01, 01, and double comes before single. Now, once they're in the program, then you can move them around. So let's just bring in a few, and then I'll show you what you can do with them once they're there. So I'm going to click on double window, then single window, and I'm going to click on, I'm just going to bring in 4 right now for just sake of time. Okay, so now I'm going to go down to the bottom where it says import. And you see they're importing. It doesn't take but just a second because I only brought in a few. Now you notice that there's other forms here because I already had them in this area. So, but here are the ones that I just brought in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you'll see that it's got minuses on the left-hand side here. And you'll also see that there's 3 lines on the right-hand side. The minuses, if I click on a minus, it lets me delete it. Okay. And then I can just click on the page and it will go away and take that delete option away. Now, what if I want to put the single one before the double one? All I have to do is hold my finger on that window. You see how it's turned gray, and then I can just move it up. Now, you have to do it over on the little dots. Right here, that's where you have to grab it, and then you can move it anywhere up. And notice how it's scrolling as I'm just holding it up, and it's going to move wherever I want it to go. Let's say I want it right there, right above the installation tags. So that was an easy move. I can now change the name of it. So I can click on the words. Let me go back and do that again. Right here, I put my finger on it, and when I do that, it comes up, and I can change the title. So if I want to maybe change that with an asterisk, so it'll go, first, you can do that. So you can change all the information. You can also fix it to where it's zoom window, return height. So you can enable that. You notice I do not have that enabled, but you can. And you can play around with that if you'd like to. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to go back, and it says check-in forms. And I'm going to delete this window. So I'm going to touch this minus key. The delete option comes open, and I'm going to delete. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to delete these other windows I brought into the wrong location. So I'm going to hit delete on the left, and then hit delete on the right. It makes you do things twice just so that you won't accidentally delete the wrong thing. Now you notice this button I've got on my screen. I can move it away, and that's my screenshot. I can hit that button and it will take a screenshot of my page. So I'm going to hit that minus and then hit delete. I'm going to go up to the very last one, hit that minus right here, and hit delete. Okay, so now I'm done. So I'm going to hit done. And we're all done. And that's our little tip for tonight. Thank you.